Good morning, boys and girls. So great to connect with you again today. We are ready for another great day. So let's go ahead and get started. Hope you enjoyed our Zoom yesterday. Wasn't that awesome having Mrs. Keller come read to us? She was our mystery reader yesterday. It's always fun to see who that's going to be. And you have to come back for next Tuesday. We'll have another mystery reader. Now we will have Zoom on Thursday, but the mystery reader will come on Tuesday. All right, so come back for a regular Zoom on Thursday at 1, and then another mystery reader will be here on next Tuesday. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the verse that we're talking about this boys and girls. This is one of our verses that we learned at the very beginning of kindergarten. It only has 3 words. How simple is that? God is love. And remember, it was found in 1 John 4:16. Remember, there is a book of the Bible called just plain John, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. But this verse is found in 1 John. They use a 1 to show us first, 1 John 4:16. All right? And even in that verse, we sang it. Remember? G-O-D is L-O-V-E. What a great reminder as we go through our day, boys and girls. God is love. All right, well, let's get started. Today, of course, we are still in what month? You guys know we are in May. Today, May the 6th. The 6th. And, of course, everybody say 2020. All right, let's take our magic pencil and paper and write a 6. Roll a hoop and make a loop is the way we make a 6. And today, of course, is what day of the week? It is Wednesday. Great job. Today's Wednesday. Remember that W sound makes we used our hands to do the wind. Wednesday. And do you see that day at the end? We've been talking a lot about that AY. If today's Wednesday, tomorrow will be Thursday. And yesterday was Tuesday. Great job. All right, let's go ahead and see what our new book is for today. I love having a book to read to you and share with you each day. This one's got a cute little panda on the front, and it says, I can't sleep. I bet you could read that word without my help. Sleep. I can't sleep. Have you ever been laying in bed and you can't sleep? All right, well, we're going to find out why the panda cannot sleep in our story today. It's got some cute pictures. So let's take a look at that first of all. Boy, she's all snuggled in her bed, isn't she? Polly Panda was wide awake. She tossed and turned. She rolled over from one side to the other. She lay on her back, and she lay on her tummy. Finally, Polly sat up and called to her mother. I can't sleep, said Polly. And Mrs. Panda fluffed up the pillows and she tucked in the covers. Can you say that with me? I can't sleep. I bet we've all said that. Close your eyes and try counting sheep, said Mrs. Panda. Polly closed her eyes and she counted sheep. 1, 2, 3 sheep coming up the lane. 4, 5, 6 sheep running back again. 7, 8, 9 sheep riding in a train. I still can't sleep, said Polly. Just shut your eyes and try counting elephants instead, said Mr. Panda. And Polly closed her eyes and she counted elephants. 1, 2, 3 elephants in a circus show. 4, 5, 6 elephants dancing to and fro. 7, 8, 9 elephants learning how to row. But Polly could not sleep. Look at that. She's got one eye open there. Try tigers, said Polly's brother Ned. Ned liked tigers. Polly closed her eyes and she counted tigers. 1, 2, 3, tigers going for a prowl. 4, 5, 6, tigers like to sit and scowl. 7, 8, 9, tigers roar and snarl and growl. I think the tigers are waking me up, said Polly. Could you sleep counting tigers, boys and girls? Perhaps fish might do the trick, said Grandfather, and Polly closed her eyes and she counted fish. 1, 2, 3 fish swimming in a race. 4, 5, 6 fish pull a funny face. 7, 8, 9 fish find a frog to chase. I'm still wide awake, said Polly. Shut your eyes tight and try counting pigs, said Grandmother Panda. And Polly closed her eyes and she counted pigs. 1, 2, 3 pigs playing in a sty. 4, 5, 6 pigs flying in the sky. 7, 8, 9 pigs baking apple pie. Pigs don't work either, said Polly. When I can't sleep, I count hippos, said Uncle Fred. Polly closed her eyes and she counted hippos. 1, 2, 3 hippos have a muddy wallow. 4, 5, 6 hippos, other hippos follow. 7, 8, 9 hippos open mouths to swallow. Hippos are very wet, said Polly, yawning. Can you yawn real big, boys and girls? Why can't you just count us, said Mrs. Panda, Mr. Panda, Ned, Grandfather, Grandmother, and Uncle Fred. This time, Polly kept her eyes open and she counted pandas. Mrs. Panda, Mr. Panda, her bigger brother Ned, Grandfather, Grandmother, and her Uncle Fred. And Polly's eyes began to close. Counting pandas makes me very tired, mumbled Molly sleepingly. She could not keep her eyes open at all now. Polly snuggled her head into the pillow and she cuddled her teddy. At last, Polly fell sound asleep and dreamed of 1, 2, 3 teddies busy as a bee. 4, 5, 6 teddies paddling in the sea. 7, 8, 9 teddies climbing up a tree. And she did not wake up until morning. Look at that. Fast asleep. What do you do when you can't sleep, boys and girls? Do you like to count different animals? Look at that. Last picture. Those cute elephants there. All right. Well, I'm so glad Polly was able to finally fall asleep. All right. Let's look at our 3 new tricky words this week, boys and girls. We're adding to that big stack. If you are playing memory card or anything with your tricky words, be sure that you have a match. You can always practice matching and reading those playing memory game. Remember, the 3 new tricky words this week all rhyme. Makes the SH, the should. It's going to rhyme with should. Take off the SH and put a C, could. Take off the C and put a W, and it's would. Should, could, would. And I bet you already remember what I was going to say about wood. It's not the kind of wood that we chop for the fireplace. It's would you get that book for me? All right, so let's add that to that other nice stack of tricky words. All right, on our handwriting, this was in our packet Mom and Dad picked up on Friday. 175, 176. Now remember, Miss Paris is letting you skip writing. You're just tracing gray. Just kind of a little break from our writing. You guys have been doing a great job. I've been looking at your packets and your work, and I am so proud of the way you're remembering to keep your letters neatly on your handwriting lines, making your letters look nice and neatly. You want to be ready for first grade, and you want to have your best handwriting when you move into first grade. All right, we still do need our name, But we can look at row 1, and all we have to do is trace the gray. You do not have to write it. Now, if you want to, or for extra practice, I'll let you do that. But you can just trace the gray. Letter is letter what, boys and girls? Letter Y. Now, remember, we've talked about Y a lot, especially at the beginning of words, making the yogurt sound. But we've also been talking a lot lately about Y at the end of the words. Remember, we said Y sometimes says I, Y sometimes says long E, and sometimes, remember, it just says A as in AY. Let's get a few examples here. All right, on this, it's yogurt, yogurt, yeah. Can you do that with me? Yogurt, yogurt, yeah. All right, that's the Y sound. Yogurt, yellow, yes. Yawn, like Polly was yawning. Yard, yo-yo. And then look, here's Lily's name. Lily. What's your Y sound like at the end? Yeah, it makes a long E sound, doesn't it? And then we said sometimes Y makes the long I, like in I. All right. And then just this morning we were talking about AY. It makes the long A sound. All right. So that Y can get a little crazy on us. But today it looks like when we go to row 2, it's still saying yeah. Yell. 2 L's make one sound. Yum. Yum. Gus likes to eat. This is our little friend Gus. Do you see exclamation point, period, still goes at the end? You can just trace it. If you want to write it, you can, but if you want to just leave that blank, that's a-okay too. All right? Again, keep doing your best handwriting. On the back, boys and girls, we see our friend. What is he looking at in that picture? Can you tell? Little bitty ants. Show me, what's the size of an ant? They're little, aren't they? Let's just read row 1. God made the ants. Very good. Again, you can just trace the grade. You do not have to, and I'll kind of mark it off here. You do not have to write the sentence unless you want to. Row 3, I like to see them. All right, again, just tracing the grade. Have you seen some ants outside, boys and girls? Springtime, we often see. You might even see an ant hill. All right, those are where all those ants are going to live in their colony. All right, so you can go ahead and work on that. And when you come back, we're going to have time to read in our reader. So you can grab that. And of course, if you want your glasses, you can use those too.